Happy birthday indeed to Teachers College. 125 years of building knowledge. Tonight we're gonna cheer where we've been and where we're going. Shine a light on our commitment to help people keep growing.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
TC is the blueprint for all education schools. It started out making, then breaking the rules. James Russell envisioned a school of highest rank, but at the time there were no models to imitate. But Russell wasn't alone when he built this institution. He had many friends in this learning revolution. Take James Dewey, who sifted through abstraction. Mr. Dewey believed that you can only learn through action. You want to know about plants? You better till the soil. You want to learn about cars? Stop by changing the oil.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Back in 1899, TC was the first to apply scientific methods to education research. By 1910, even more innovation, inventing the field of nutrition education. In the decades that followed, TC showed the nation how to teach dance and telecommunication. TC is where nursing ed began its revolution. Same goes for urban and conflict resolution.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Today, TC is leading the path to education for all, not just in writing and in math. It's an institution that's diverse in every way. Students, programs, even the show today. So as we build this song to its natural crescendo, you should shout like Apollo if you get my innuendo. Let's hear all your voices, not just the ones up here. That means you too, all the people in the rear. Go!
Flourish. For 125 years, Teachers College has been educating people to flourish intellectually, physically, and emotionally.
TC icon Edmund Gordon says that families and communities are a crucial factor in fostering this kind of intellectual, emotional, and physical development. And the kids who miss out on that need supplementary education.
Which is exactly what TC provides through their signature partnership with public schools right here in Harlem.
Imagine the impact if every university partnered with its neighborhood schools. TC imagines it every day, and we have big plans to be a national model for university-community partnerships focused on the whole child.
We know that psychological health is essential to flourishing. More than a quarter of TC faculty is psychologists.
Among their many firsts has been the establishment at TC of the nation's first academic program in spirituality and psychology.
Of course, we need good physical health to flourish too.
Did you know that TC has one of the top physical education programs in the nation?
Each of these endeavors is indebted to the work of TC trustee Dr. James Comer, one of the real heroes of American education.
Dr. Comer has devoted his career to creating roadmaps for how young people can flourish anywhere, anytime.
He inspires us to build and nurture communities to help all of us flourish. Because while we can make beautiful music alone, we can create symphonies when we come together.
access.
Grace hosted a kitchen garden in Greenwich Village to give poor immigrant women access to a better life.
Grace quickly realized that her teachers needed better preparation to help their students. That's why Grace's kitchen school grew into Teachers College.
TC opened its doors ever wide when generations of African American educators were barred from universities in the South. They came to TC.
Many of these pioneering men and women became education innovators and leaders in schools and historically black colleges and universities across the country.
TC President Lawrence Kremen led the charge to bring education to the broadest possible audience.
TC emerged as a national leader in strengthening early childhood education and community colleges.
Today, TC works with teachers in Japan, Jordan, and other countries, creating better access to education for literally millions of students.
This fall, 34,000 people signed up for a single course. Can you imagine the lines at the Everett Coffee Lounge? But no worries, the class is TC's first MOOC, so everyone gets a seat.
And you don't have to be a TC student to access the college's knowledge and services because TC is all over town. Throughout New York City's schools, museums, concert halls, TC touches so many lives in so many ways.
Lori M. Tisch, Vice Chair of TC's board, believes that access should not be determined by your zip code.
Her Illumination Fund promotes access to education, the arts, and healthy food. You can see Lori's philosophy and influence at work in every corner of New York City.
But in order to increase influence for all, it's crucial to influence policy. That's the goal of TC's Lori M. Tisch Center for Food Education and Policy.
The center is the first of its kind to connect nutrition education with policy, to encourage healthier diets and lifestyles, to make good food accessible to underserved communities, and to promote a sustainable food system.
Because everyone in New York City should be able to buy what they need for a nutritious, fresh lunch.
Let kale put wind in your sail. Corn? Absolutely.
Fresh vegetables aren't always so easy to find.
Hello?
Hello, where have you been all my life?
Come on, everybody. Come and get your fresh lunch.
Sweet potatoes,
Fresh tomatoes,
fresh tomatoes,
cherries, plums, and pumpkins, yeah. Garlic, spinach, nutrients and energy.
fresh lunch. Ripe bananas and papayas, squeeze a lemon, so sublime. Fresh lunch. Come and give it a try. Veggies for your surprise. Fresh lunch. That's right.
That's fresh.
Here we go. Come on, guys.
Looking good.
That's right.
Looking good and feeling better.
That's it.
Show 'em outside.
Here we go. That's what your body needs. Nutrients and energy. Fresh lunch.
So we're here to talk about innovation. The type of innovation that TC is making by creating situations that heal the pain of a patient or transform education, changing the world, making a change, the kind of ideas that could possibly change this city, this nation, this whole world. So science geniuses, let your words unfurl.
You want to talk about innovation? Look what's been happening with the teachers' preparation. With the rap artist Jizza and Professor Chris Emden, together they captured the attention of students who are Latino and African American. Specifically, they wanted to see if rapping about science would be a better strategy than a teacher standing in front of a class, lecturing students till their eyes glaze like glass. Yeah, I remember last December, I was a part of the first endeavor by helping students master science by being linguistically clever. Because in building rhymes to teach scientific topics, you can learn about robotics, astronautics, and even antibiotics. I said you can learn about robotics, astronautics, and even antibiotics. Yeah, the science genius battle was a crowning achievement. And that's a hypothesis we're all in agreement.
Over here we're innovating by the way we're educating, creating the future teachers and speakers throughout the nation. Cause studies lately been showing students do their best, growing and knowing around peers that have different components. That's including young teens with multiple special needs who dream about English being something that they speak. Cause teaching a range of students simultaneously is something here at TC we take seriously. Cause we're a bunch of innovators, some real game changers trying to steer preparing teachers for this new frontier. We're the nation's leading agent in triple certification, helping any teacher teach regardless of the situation. That is way out of many that we teach, research and practice. It's a habit, go and check cognitive knowledge and tech. And on step with the recent study, and the kids mobilize all the devices. It turns out clicking the mouse can help a kid learn, but gestures are better in the long term. Cause swiping and tapping is more impactful than clicking the mouse, because the gestures correspond with ideas in the house.
If you want to innovate, you cannot overstate the importance of knowing how to navigate the rocky terrain of the workplace. In our program called Social Organizational Psychology, we followed a core philosophy and emphasized learning agility. The examples are ample, but I'll give you just one. Don't just do things because they are easy and fun, because true learning can only be known when you push yourself out of the comfort zone. See, part of TC's mission is to prepare leaders. And I'm not just talking principals and teachers. No. What students learn in the Department of Organization and Leadership applies equally in a boardroom, nonprofit, and even a battleship.
The final component of this innovation portrait is kind of what you thought. It's a talking robot. And a lot of people now are living under the assumption that a talking robot doesn't have some teaching functions, but the classroom use of automatons is becoming a common phenomenon. Because when the teachers give the robot a demand, they can learn from the reaction and response as it stands its value in children, seeing that their instructions are being understood or confused by this non-human being. As most of you know, he is TC's own. His name is Pro Joe, first in dance, then in video, bro.
Imagination. It's what empowers TC to shape new fields and to develop solutions to so many different challenges. Maxine Greene, TC's eminent philosopher, says that through imagination, we become wide awake to possibility.
Imagination also gives us practical ideas for inventing and fixing things. John Dewey believed that every great technical advance has issued from a new audacity of the imagination.
There's something else imagination does. It helps us develop empathy. And that's very important to our two final honorees this evening.
Tony Bennett and Susan Benedetto believe the arts teach you how to become a human being and a citizen of the world.
That's why they founded Exploring the Arts, which strengthens the role of the arts in public high schools and partners with schools here in New York City and in Los Angeles. Tony and Susan brought some of the students' work to show in TC's renowned Macy Gallery.
Which is why we're honoring Tony and Susan tonight. By the way, Susan is a graduate of TC's Social Studies Education program and was a teacher and administrator in New York City's public high schools. Let's bring them out so they can tell us so much more. Tony Bennett and Susan Benedetto.
Imagination is funny. It makes a cloudy day sunny. Makes the bees think of honey just as I think of you. Imagination is crazy. Your whole perspective gets hazy. Starts you asking a daisy what to do, what to do. Have you ever felt a gentle touch and then a kiss, and then find it's only your imagination again? Oh well, imagination is silly. You go around willy-nilly. For example, I go around wanting you, and yet I can't imagine that you want me to.
Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum.
You came along and everything started to Still, it's a real good bet. The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine.
Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wait till our lips have met.
Wait till you see that sunshine day. You ain't seen nothing yet. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? The best is yet to come, come the day you're mine.
The best is yet to come, come the day you're mine. We've only tasted the wine. We're gonna drain the cup dry. Wait till your sharks are ripe for these arms to surround. You think you've flown before, but you ain't hit the ground. Wait till you're locked in my embrace. Wait till I draw you near. Wait till you see that sunshine place. Ain't nothing like it here.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine?
The best is yet to come, come the day you're mine.
Ready with us tonight and for all of your support in helping TC flourish and innovate and imagine an even better and bolder future. Because with your help, the best really is yet to come.